Hi students, here we shall see the crystal field theory in coordination chemistry. VBT theory explains the bonding in complexes and crystal field theory explains the properties. Now we shall see the postulates of this theory. The crystal field theory assumes that this bond is 100% ionic and this forms complex because of the electrostatic force of attraction between electron rich ligand and electron deficient central metal atom. This is 100% pure ionic and this bond is formed due to central metal atom electron deficient பற்றாக்குறை இருப்பதனாலையும் ligands electron rich electrons அதிகமாக இருக்கிறதுனாலையும் அதுக்கு இடையே ஏற்படக்கூடிய அந்த electrostatic force of attraction தான் the crystal this complex is formed. The second postulate is the charged ions or electrons are point charges and the complex formation follows the hypothetical steps. D orbitals are 5. The 5D orbitals are D xy, D yz, D zx, D x squared minus y squared, D z squared. Here this is x axis, y axis, z, y, x, z and see this d x y, d y z, d z x. These lobes are between the axes and these lobes are along the axis. These 5d orbitals degenerate, that is having same energy. Now we shall see the octahedral field. These 5 orbitals are degenerating and getting the same energy. இப்போ இந்த ligands central மெட்டத்தை approach பண்ணி என்ன செய்யும் அப்படின்னா they form spherical field with negative charge. See the ligands 1, ligands 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 ligands central metal ஆட்டத்தை approach பண்ணி they form a spherical negative charge. The spherical negative charge ஆகிறதுனால என்ன ஆகுது அப்படின்னா strong repulsive is taking place between the electrons of ligands and central metal atom. சென்ட்ரல் மெட்டல் ஆட்டத்துக்கும் லிகன்ஸுக்கும் இடையே உள்ள அந்த எலக்ட்ரான்ஸில் ரிபல்சிவ் சார்ஜ் இஸ் டேக்கிங் பிளேஸ். அதனால் இந்த சி dxy dyz இந்த 5 ஆர்பிட்டல்ஸுடைய எனர்ஜி லிஃப்ட் ஆகுது. So this is average energy in the spherical field of nuclear charge. So இந்த எனர்ஜி லிஃப்ட் ஆகுது. அப்படி லிஃப்ட் ஆகி this is splitting. அப்படி ஸ்ப்ளிட் ஆகும்போது see the lobes along with அந்த axis அந்த axis கூட ஒத்து போகும்போது they will experience greater repulsive force so that the energy is greater than the other. So which are the lobes are along the axis? D x squared minus y squared. So among these 5 the d x squared minus y squared d z squared இதனுடைய energy gets greater than the other 3. So இதை விட இதனுடைய எனர்ஜி greater ஆகும். So they go up. So these two dx squared minus y squared and dz squared இது ரெண்டும் மேலே போகும். And other the energy which is less will come down. They split downward. So this is doubly degenerate. And this other three, that is dxy, dyz, dzx, these are triply degenerate. So these are called T2G and these two are called EG. Now we shall see the value. This is 5 orbitals are there. Out of 5, here energy value பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா 5 orbitals 5d orbitalsல அதில் 2 orbitalsக்கு against degrees ஆகிறதுனால 2 ஆர்பிட்டல்ஸுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டாக இது டிகிரீஸ் ஆகிறதுனால நம்ம -2 5 போட்டுக்கிறோம். இது 5 ஆர்பிட்டல்ஸ், இது டிகிரீஸாக அகெயின்ஸ்டாக டிகிரீஸ் ஆகிறதுனால எதுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டாக இந்த 2 ஆர்பிட்டல்ஸுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டாக டிகிரீஸ் ஆகிறதுனால இங்கே நம்ம 2 போட்டுக்கிறோம். அது டெல்டா நாட்டு. இந்த எனர்ஜி வேல்யூ எப்படி அப்படின்னா டி ஆர்பிட்டல்ஸ் 5, அதில் இந்த 2 எந்த 2 dx squared minus y squared dx dz squared அப்படிங்கிற இது இந்த 3 ஆர்பிட்டல்ஸுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டாக இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிறதுனால 3 + del naught போட்டுக்கிறோம். Now we shall see the crystal field theory in tetrahedral. See the tetrahedral structure in coordination chemistry. Here this is the metal and ligand 1 2 3 4. இந்த கியூப்ல alternate leading diagonal வழியா approaching அந்த டைரக்ஷனில் அப்ரோச் பண்ணால் அதை நம்ம ligand 1 ligand 2 3 4 அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Which are between axes will experience a strong repulsive. Which are between axes dxy, dyz, dzx. இது வந்து T2. These are between the axes. So these experience a greater repulsive force. And you see which dx squared minus y squared dz squared. These are along the diagonal axis. These will experience the less repulsive force. It is denoted by E. Now see the splitting here. Out of these 5 orbitals, d orbitals, and this energy elevates, lift them. So in the average energy due to the spherical field of negative, ஏன் இது லிஃப்ட் ஆகுது எனர்ஜி அப்படின்னா டியூ டு த ஸ்பெரிக்கல் ஃபீல்டு அப்படின்னு பார்த்துருக்கோம். ஸ்பெரிக்கல் ஃபீல்ட் ஆஃப் நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜ். ஸோ இது ஸ்ப்ளிட் ஆகும்போது தட் இஸ் the greater energy goes up, the lesser energy comes down. And here this energy charge is the same way orbital d orbital 5 and this against in the 2க்கு against இது increase ஆகிறதுனால +2 delta naught. இது இந்த 3க்கு against decrease ஆகிறதுனால delta naught. So this is the crystal field in tetrahedral complex. Now we shall see crystal field splitting energy and nature of ligands. Crystal field splitting depends on 4 things. First one is ligand field, second one is nature of the ligand, third one is nature of the central metal atom or ion, fourth one is charges on central metal atom or ion. To calculate the crystal field splitting, we have a formula, that is delta equal to h mu equal to hc by lambda equal to Hc mu naught. Now what is this H? H is Planck's constant and c is the velocity of light and the mu is the wavelength. What is the value of the Planck's constant? 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 24 joules. And what is the velocity of light? What is the value of the velocity of light? 3 into 10 to the power of 8 ms per 1. What is the wavelength? 12,500 into 10 to the power of 2 meter per 1. So now we have given 3 examples. The first one is TiBr6 3 minus ion, that is UPAC name is hexabromidotitaniate 3 ion. The second one which is given is, now we shall see one by one. Now we shall take the value, that is delta equal to Hc mu naught. Now the Planck's constant value, velocity of light value and the wavelength which is given here. For titanium ion 3 wavelengths are given for 3 different complex. The first one is 12,500 wavelength is given. So when we multiply these, we are getting 248 into 10 to the power of minus 24. Now we have a 34 here, here 8 and here 2. So from 34 minus 10 we will get 24. So this is written in joule. And now we are writing these terms in the power of Kelvin joule. So we keep the point here. And next, to express this delta on the per mole basis, we have to multiply it with Avogadro number. So in the value where நம்ம ஒரு மோலுக்கு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா we have to use the Avogadro number. So the value which we got there and multiply that value with the Avogadro number and we will get this value Kelvin joule mole per 1. The same way the complex, the example which is given, the second one is TiF6 3 minus ion, that is hexafluoridotitaniate 3 ion. Now we shall take the formula. This one is Planck's constant, velocity of light, and this is the wavelength which is given for the second one, and we multiply this in the same way we are getting. And in order to make it for 1 mole basis, ஒரு மோலுக்கு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா we multiply it with Avogadro number. With Avogadro number we got the value, we are multiplying it and changing that value into Kelvin joule mole per 1. The same way the third example is given, that is titanium H2O6. This name is hexa aqua titanium 3 ion. So with this formula, this is a Planck's constant, velocity of light, and this is the wavelength, and multiplying it and we are written in the value of joule, and we are changing that value of joule into Kelvin joule. So we keep the point here. To express this for 1 mole, we are multiplying it with Avogadro number and we are changing that value finally into 2039.7 Kelvin joule mole per 1. Now we see for titanium the 3, that is titanium with bromine, titanium with fluorine, titanium with aqua. These things are given, crystal and crystal field splitting is given 3 ligands in the order, that is aqua got the highest splitting, then fluorine is less than aqua and bromine is less than that. Similarly, it has been found that the spectral data that the crystal field splitting, power of the various ligands are given. See, the order is given and here, and this is, now you see the order which is given to the right side. These are strong ligand field. So the order which is given towards your right side, that is ammonia, En, NO2, Cn, Cn minus, CO. These things are strong ligand field. This will have the larger crystal field, and which is given towards your left side, that is iodine, bromine, the chlorine, fluorine, this OH minus, these and all have a smaller crystal field, that is weaker ligand field. These are weaker ligand field, therefore this will have a smaller crystal field splitting. And you see these series are called spectrochemical series. Here we shall see distribution of d electrons in octahedral complexes. The distribution of d electrons follows Hund's rule. In octahedral complex, the T2 and D3 configuration, electrons occupies different degenerate, that is T2g orbitals, and remains unpaired. In case of D4 configuration, there are three possibilities are there. The fourth electron may either go to the higher energy Eg orbitals, or it may pair up with one of that T2g electrons. If the octahedral crystal field is splitting, delta 0 is greater than pairing. See, P is smaller than delta 0. So here you see delta G is greater than P. P for pairing. Pairing, it is necessary to cause pairing of the electrons in orbitals. Then fourth electron will pair up with the electron in the T2g orbital. Conversely, if the delta 0 is lesser than P, then the fourth electron will occupy one of the Eg orbitals. So already we have learned in crystal field structure what is Eg orbitals and what is T2g orbitals. For example, now we are going to see two examples are given to learn more about this crystal field stabilization energy. Now you see crystal field stabilization energy, that is delta E0 equal to ELF ligand field minus EISO. What is ISO? ISO is isotonic field or barycenter. What is this isotonic field or barycenter? This is before splitting. Now this formula can be written like this, that is N-T2G, that is number of electrons in T2G, and the value is given here, and this is number of electrons in Eg. So plus NPP in number of pairing. Okay, now we shall see the examples. The first example, Fe H2O 6 times 3 plus. Now the ferrous, its electronic configuration is outer shell is 3d6 4s2. Since Fe is 3 plus ions, from here 2 electrons and from D 1 electrons will be removed. Thus they will be having 3d5 4s0. So they have in 3d they have 5 electrons, unpaired, 5 unpaired electrons. Therefore number of paired electrons is 0. இங்கே எந்த paired electrons மே இல்ல, therefore 0. In E isoலையும் it is before splitting it is 0, no unpaired electron. Next we are going to see them in high spin complex and low spin complex. The electronic configuration for high spin complex is, that is T2G Eg, 2 are there. அதில் Eg ல வந்து 2 electrons are accommodating and T2G ல வந்து 3 electrons are getting accommodating. So here in number of electrons ல we have taken T2G ல வந்து 3, and here you see here Eg ல 3. So its value is given. So when we calculate this, we are getting 0. So now we move to low spin complex. You see here in T2G la 5 electrons, in Eg la 0 electrons. So these values delta 0 value is 14,000 is given, and pairing value is given 30,000 is given. So we are getting 32,000 centimeter per 1. So high positive crystal field stability, high positive crystal field stability energy value indicates that low spin complex is not favorable for this. The electronic configuration central metal atom is T2G3 EG2. So magnetic properties, number of unpaired electron on the 5, hence it is paramagnetic. Magnetic momentum பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா here number n plus 2, இங்கே n number of unpaired 5, so 5 plus 2 7, 7 into 5 35, 35 root பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா 5. The values root 5 value is we are learned earlier in magnetic properties. So that is 5.916. The next complex is given in the same way, that is FeCN CN6 3 minus. So here the isotropic field the dP5, that is no unpaired electron. In isotonic field or other one. So we are got a number of 5 and here it is 0 and got a value 2 minus. And the value is given for 35,000, that is delta 0, and the pairing value is this. The calculate பண்ணும்போது we are getting, so negative CFC value indicates that the low spin complex is favorable. The second complex low spin is favorable and the first complex low spin is unfavorable.